Uh-oh. What's going on, everybody? Another edition of the Lab Tech Show. My name is Tallboy, and we're here to simplify this technology in a language that you can understand. Man, hopefully you guys had a great 4th of July. We are early, a few minutes early. That's right, I can't believe we are a few minutes early. I'm going to go ahead and record the show when we get down to the 2-minute mark. So we got about 3 minutes and 30 seconds before we go live. So what'd you do for the 4th? I got my man Revis here. What's going on, Revis? How you doing, player?
I'm well, tall boy.
That's what's up, man. I heard you and TBJ got some things going on, cooking up over there in them internet streets. Is that right?
Right. It is a nut.
Oh my God! I think that a lot of people are gonna be impressed with what you putting out there in the streets. Some people gonna be happy, some people not. But we're not here to focus on the negative. We're here to talk about what's out here in these streets, what y'all putting out there.
Right.
He said, right. That's what's up, man. Hey, man. Hey, it's your show, and you got a summer to lock in and have fun with it, right? That's what it's all about. Just
Right.
having fun with it. That's it. They get a chance to know you and TBJ, as they say. I'm looking forward to seeing how
They will be impressed.
they will be impressed. You said, okay, all right.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start recording the show, Revis. I think we should be good to go. And I'll do another intro. Let's see if I get that. What's going on, everybody? Tallboy here. We are officially recording, and we are not having no issues. I cannot believe that. Now, here's the funny thing. Where y'all at? I know it's not 8 o'clock yet. We got a few more minutes, but I said, you know what? We're going to figure this thing out. We're going to make sure we're good. It is Wednesday, July 9th. Man, July is a great month. 4th of July, Major League Baseball All-Star Game, WNBA All-Star Game, the Wimbledon, and somebody great was born in July. A couple people were great were born in July. So I'm loving it. So, yeah, we're going to do what we do best and have fun with it, as they say. Oh, man, I can't believe this, man. Let's see, what else do we have here? I'm supposed to have another song lined up, and I don't even have it, but it's all right. There you go. That's TBJ's theme song, but we here. Revis, been having a good summer?
Tall boy. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all.
Not bad at all? Okay. Well, let us know in the chat where you're tapping in from. You guys know how we roll. Let us know in the chat where you're tapping in from, all right? We're going to be live in less than a minute, and we'd like to know where you're tapping in from. Let us know in the comments, all right? 41 seconds before we go live. Hey. He said, yeah, I'm good. All right, so let me tell you what's on tap for tonight. Y'all see it? TikTok has a U.S. version coming down the pipelines. AMC Theater discount. Do you go to the movies, Revis?
I haven't been to the movie.
Okay. And then we're going to talk a little AI today. I'm not the greatest at it, but we're going to talk about it. And we got this word of the day called Simulacrum. So we're going to figure out what that is. So I'll see you guys on the other side in 3, 2, 1. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Hope all is well with you. My name is Tallboy, and we're here to simplify technology in a language that you can understand. Another week. We're in the middle of the summer, and man, when I tell you, we should be having some fun and also learning at the same time. And thank y'all for showing up and hanging out with me. We got my man Revis in the building. What's going on, Revis? How you doing, man?
Eh, Hey, what's going on, fam? You all right?
Yeah, look, we off to a great start. I have no tech issues right now. We started a few minutes early. Lisa Maria's in the building. Awesome fun things. And tech troublemaker, the usual suspects. You know what I'm saying? They're in the building. So definitely want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank y'all so
Yeah,
much for
welcome
pulling up.
everyone.
Yeah, look, they look at them pulling up on the map. You know, the map is work. Look, the map is working, y'all. Look. Let's see. What does it say? Lisa Maria, does it let us know? I don't know if it lets us know. Yeah, Highland, New York, 81 degrees. And then Harrisburg, 73.8 degrees. I don't know if you say 73.8, but yeah, and Tallboy down here, 91.3. You can't you can't make that up. It is hot and it just got through raining here in the city. So I'm in the house. I got the AC on. I'm good. We're gonna talk, find out what we're gonna be discussing this afternoon, and then let's see what we have here. Before we do that, I had a poll question that I wanted to ask you guys. I think I should wait to after Rebus, and then we'll do the poll question. But there's a poll question in the chat. If you could only choose one, what AI would you choose? So that's in the chat, and we'll break it down shortly in a second. All right. So let's see where TB2 is talking about today, and then we're gonna go ahead and let you do what you do with the word of the day, Reeves.
Yo, what's
Okay.
good, fam? It's your boy, TB2 Tall Boy's Avatar, and you know it's time to level up your knowledge with the Lab Tech Show. We ain't just talking tech, we breaking down the whole vibe. First up, we got to talk about the streets. Well, the digital streets. That's right, US TikTok users, you might be looking at a whole new app real soon. We got the lowdown on how this could shake up your scroll game. You know, we keep it 100, so we'll tell you what's up, and then your pocket's gonna thank us. AMC Theaters dropping a sweet deal, 50% off tickets on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. That's right, half-price movie nights. You already know we're gonna tell you how to get your popcorn on a budget and still catch all the blockbusters. Don't say we never did nothing for you. But hold up, we ain't done. We diving deep, and I mean deep, into the brain of Google's new beast, Gemini AI. What is it, how's it working, and is it really about to change the whole game? We unpacking all that multimodal magic so you can sound smart at the next cookout. And speaking of breaking it down, my man, Revis is gonna hit us with the word of the day, simulacrum. Now you might be thinking, what in the world is a simulacrum? Trust me, when Revis breaks it down, your mind will be blown. It's more than just a word, it's a whole concept that's everywhere you look. You're gonna learn something new. So if you want to stay plugged into what's moving and shaking, save some cash, understand the future, and expand your vocabulary, you already know where to be. Tell your cousin, your auntie, and all of your people, the Lab Tech Show is where the knowledge is at, and the good times roll. TBJ, it's your time to do your thing. Roll tape and let's get into these rules.
He's somewhere in the United States, from LA to New York. Where are you, Revis?
Oops. I hit the wrong button, y'all. I got a little excited. Hold on. What's going on, everybody? TBJ in the building. How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? Hope all is well with y'all. Somebody got a birthday coming up this week. We gotta celebrate with him, alright? He may not want everybody to know, but I'm telling. Look, this is how you can participate on the show. You can watch on your phone or your TV. Now, come on now. You know you can only comment on your phone, so hopefully you're watching on your phone so you can interact with us, okay? Now let us know how you really feel, because you can't say that this tech ain't here, and they rolling it out and they don't care. It's coming whether you like it or not. So you can't say we didn't tell you. Now look, we are multi-streaming on multiple platforms, so if you are watching on another channel, come on over here to the Lab Tech Show. Now, before I get started, we had a new show called Conversations. Hopefully you get a chance to watch it once this show is over with. Revis is going to tell you all about it. But without further ado, my personal partner, he going to not talk about relationships. He going to talk about the word of the day. So without further ado, ladies, help me sing this song, y'all.
Hey, Mr. Sexy Man, what your name is?
Uh-oh.
What your name is? Hey,
Y'all think he gonna do good today?
Mr. Sexy Man,
Tall boy,
what your name
roll
is?
tape, please.
What your name is?
He's somewhere in the United States, from LA to New York. Where are you, Revis? Don't forget to honk the horn.
Revis, what's up, player? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well, TBJ. How's everything going with you?
Hey, man, I ain't got no complaints, man. We got our first show off the ground called Conversations. It's already up on the channel. I'm going to put it on the screen. The meat, that's what it was all about. We got our own show, player. We got our own show. What you think about that?
Hey. Hey, it was a long time coming. See, we didn't even have to take over to Tall Boy show.
I don't think he was gonna let us do that. Ah man, we out here living large and in charge, player. We got our own show. Oh, hopefully we blow up. You know what I'm saying, player?
Right. People need
Uh-huh.
to come out and support us.
Yeah. What day do it come on?
It comes on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, Thursdays at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Okay, I like that. Well, where you at these days? You had the 4th of July. How was it?
Uh, 4th of July was pretty well. I had my kids down and we had a ball.
Okay, that's what's up. They got a chance to hang out with Papa Sita.
Right. And I mean, you talk about something pretty funny. My son wanted to go fishing with me. So I took the boat out and I decided to give him one of these expensive life jackets that I have. And so all he had to do was put it around his neck, clap it in the front, and that was it. So what did he do? He pulled the rip cord, and all we heard was a, and I couldn't believe it, man. Those things are expensive. Now I got to figure out how to put this thing together, and I got to go buy capsules, and oh my goodness.
Mm. He need to spend more time with you so he know how to work it. Or you gonna let him do it the next time, or you gonna put it on for him?
Oh no, he put it on, but he's reading it. He said, pull the cord. So maybe he thought he was gonna sink before the boat even got in the water.
All right, man, we got this word of the day called simulacrum. I hope I said it right. I'm gonna give you the definition in a sentence, and you gonna break it down for us, all right?
All right.
Simulacrum, it say a simulacrum is a superficial likeness of something, usually as an imitation, a copy, or representation. The plural of simulacrum is either simulacrums or simulacra. The way the sentence reads, the surprise still succeeded thanks to a simulacrum of confusion expressed by two guests when they were spotted before the big moment. Revis, this is a big word. I never heard of this one before. Break it down for us, player.
I never heard of this word before. But before I break it down, I am in Cadillac, Michigan, and I am rolling, and I'm going to be rolling during the show today.
Okay.
And when we talk about simulacrum, I have never heard of this word before, but I like the word because it explains a lot of things that we were told when we were younger. Now, when you talk about simulacrum, you're talking about simulating something. So when you talk about simulating, you talk about making something in the image of something else when it's not really that. In fact, in truck driving school now, they have simulators in there where they have the students driving a simulated truck while they're sitting in the classroom. I've never did that, but they have that. Now, simulacrum, the reason why I say that it was something that we were taught when we were younger is that everyone has a twin. Everybody has somebody that looks like them. And therefore, that is what a simulacrum is. That person looks like you, but is not you. See, did you get that? It's a copy, it's a simulation of you. It is not actually you. And if we want to talk about objects, we're going to talk about some of these purses these women be wearing around here.
That's a
I hit the spot.
simulacrum.
I'm sorry.
That-
That's
that-
just some of these purses are simulacrums. I'm just saying, they ain't the real thing. They just a replica.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you're going to make some women upset about you. Oh, man. So basically something that's a imitation. It doesn't necessarily have to be authentic. It's just the fact that it's an imitation or a copy of
It's
something.
a replica, right?
Okay, I like that. Well, maybe later on in the show, we'll be talking about a simulacrum.
Well, have you ever seen anyone or heard of anyone look like you?
Yeah, they say I look like one of those cartoon characters on man, I can't even think of the cartoon. They say I look like a famous cartoon person. What you think?
Oh, see, that's a simulacrum.
Mm, that's what's up.
You're not actually that cartoon character, but you are a replica. So therefore, you two look alike, and therefore, you are a simulacrum.
Okay, all right. I'm just a darker version.
See?
I ain't mad at it, Revis. I ain't mad at it. All right, well, look, let's ask the audience, how did you do on the word of the day? If you think Revis did a good job, let us know. One, it was so good he needs to pat himself on the back. 2, I'm not impressed. 3, I just want to give Revis a hard time. Or 4, I look forward to this segment. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Let us know, how did Revis do on the word of the day? Something that is an imitation, a copy, or representation, he said. They say some of y'all women got some items in your household that's an imitation. Louis, Gucci, and Prada.
See?
Oh Lord, I can't with myself. I ain't mad at it. They say I wanted to give Revis a hard time, or it was so good he needs to pat himself on the back. Wow, they giving you some love today. Oh, now it's tying up.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
if they just want to give me a hard time,
You
they
did
probably
just.
got one of the simulacrums that they carry around every day.
Ah, my man Trevor Nichols says, I'm very impressed. I love
Yeah, I
it.
like Trevor.
Yeah, he said, I'm very impressed with you. Okay, that's a great breakdown, y'all. So, yeah, there you go. He said he impressed. Good job, player. All right, well,
And you know why he's impressed?
why is that?
Because he knows somebody that has one of them simulacrums that they walk around with all the time.
Okay, I don't get it, but okay. Revis knows he's my friend, but it's fun giving him a hard time. Ha ha ha. Says awesome fun
Hey,
things.
I like that.
Yeah, so if they give you a hard time, that means they like you. Because, sometimes your toughest critics, they can let you know. If you was messing up, they would definitely let you know.
Oh, they would definitely let me know.
Oh, man, we don't want that. All right, guys. You going to hang out with Tall Boy?
I'm gonna hang out, but I'm gonna be rolling at the same time.
Okay, that's fine. I hate that Trevor is here because he gonna hold Tallboy to the fire if he mess up on the show. Oh, but he'll be all
Right.
right.
Everything's been going great so far.
Yeah. All right. Well, look. Before I go, we do have a poll question, and if you're watching on your phone, let us know. If you had to only choose one AI tool, what would it be? We got a couple of these down here. Is it one, Perplexity, two, ChatGPT, three, Gemini, four, Claude, five, Llama, or six, DeepSeek? You can only pick one. Let us know which one would you pick. What about you, Reeves?
You know, I like Gemini.
Mm.
Gemini is pretty simple, it's easy, and even I can do it. And I rode the short bus. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Oh, Lord. Okay, all right. Well, let us know. If you're watching on your phone, let us know. And we're going to discuss a little bit more of this AI stuff a little bit later. So I'm going to catch up with you a little bit later, player. And you and Tallboy do y'all's magic. Is that cool?
That's cool. I'll catch you tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget, y'all, 7 o'clock, Conversations, Thursday evening. It's called Conversations with TBJ and Reeves. All right, there it is. And the topic tomorrow is long distance relationships with truckers. You want to give them a brief snippet before Tallboy get mad at me?
Oh, hey, we got a couple guests on, and it's reality. It's truckers talking.
Okay, all right.
We just having a conversation.
Okay, all right. Well, hopefully they tap in tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Conversations, the Lab Tech Show. That's what it is, y'all. Look forward to seeing y'all. I gotta go. Y'all be good. Bye bye, y'all.
All right, guys. TBJ is a nut. And Revis, I don't know, nut one and nut two. I don't know. Pause. So yeah, if you could only choose one AI tool, what would it be? Because we've already had this conversation multiple times, and we're going to discuss this today. AI is here, and we really need to at least try it. We've been pacifying the situation. We've been telling you about what it is. And we even got Revis. We never thought we would get Revis to even use AI, and he's actually using it. So we're going to tap in. So let us know, Joy, Sister Queen. I know Trevor already knows this. Awesome Fun Things. I think he dibbles and dabbles in it a little bit. Hit the Spot 1006. Tech Troublemaker. Thanks for pulling up, watching, and hanging out with us. If you have a question about a field that you're in and you would like to know how it could help you, let us know in the comments what you would like it to do, and maybe we can find some use cases for you, and we can show you how it works. And we're going to put it on the screen, and we're going to discuss that a little bit later on. So I got a couple. I got a couple articles that I want to briefly discuss. Nothing too heavy. It's the middle of the summer, and I'm gonna be just very transparent with you. It's the middle of the summer. There's not a lot of tech stories that are out. Samsung just did their Unpacked event today, and they released their new phones and their watches. I don't think most people really care about buying a new phone. So to discuss why you should buy a $1,100 or a $1,900 phone is kind of pointless. You're either gonna be with Apple or you're gonna be with Android. If you want to know a deeper dive, we can have that conversation at a later time. But to me, to talk about phones, especially when I'm not going to call it a recession, but when we're in a recession, it doesn't make sense. So we're not even going to go down that road. Okay. So let's just, we're just going to go from there. Sister Queen, I know you don't like AI, but we have to be understanding of this because we have to make ourselves aware and be ready for the pivot. Let's be very mindful that back in the day when farmers had, back in the day before tractors came out, the people were working the farmland, and then tractors came out. And they said, "Oh, tractors are gonna remove or replace the jobs." We have to learn it. It didn't necessarily replace the jobs. It just made it to where it's more effective and they could get a lot more work done in a faster way as opposed to the old traditional way of doing things. And this is where we are. The pivot is here. The pivot is now. And if we don't figure this out, I'm listening to it, listening to people talk about it. We can talk about the good, we can talk about the bad, but we have to talk about it. And I would be wrong to say this is a tech show and we're not having that discussion. All right. So is that fair, Revis? I think
That is fair.
we got to have the conversation. So we're going to go through these articles real quick, let you know what's coming down the pipeline so you can be ready for it. And then I hope that you choose to stay with us and we can have that conversation. And if you have a particular subject matter that you say, how can it help me with this subject matter, this profession, or I'm struggling with this over here, maybe we can find a way to learn it and work together. And we'll have some more discussion and dialogue about that. Cars replaced horses and buggy. Yeah, you're right. So she says, I understand. So look, let's go ahead and get into the number one topic here. We can't make this stuff up. We all know that this service has been banned in the United States, but there's been extensions that have been going on. And they said that there might be a US version coming down the pipeline relatively soon. And what I'm talking about is TikTok. They're saying that TikTok says the TikTok users may soon have a US version of TikTok. So basically, they're just saying it's about to get a whole new look. And basically, our president, 47, has said that, hey, we need to do a deal. We need to get a deal done now. He thinks he may have found a partner that could bring in or make it compliant to U.S. standards. Okay, that's really what it really is. And unfortunately, ByteDance has been really dodging the bullet and dodging the questions on whether or not they're going to sell to the United States. But changes have already been made, and now we need to have that discussion on, is this something that is good or bad? But basically, the president said either you sell it to the U.S. operations or we're going to shut you down. And they're saying that they're worried about China getting their hands on the data. So TikTok basically said that we got a new app coming out, and I think it's called M2. And they said that it's supposed to drop around September 5th. And basically, it is an app for just the United States, and it's its own algorithm and everything to just try to keep everybody happy from the app getting banned. And basically, they're saying that everyone in the United States will have to switch over. So September 5th is when they're supposedly supposed to launch this new app called M2. We're just going to check and see if that's what it really happens on September 5th or around that time. And then you have until March 2026 to let go of the old app. If you don't do that, well, they said it's just going to stop working no matter what. All right. So it's a wrap. If you don't have the new version, it's not going to work. So it's a whole new product built from scratch. We don't know who the new buyers are going to be. They haven't said that. They haven't made any announcements of what it's supposed to offer. But this is just where we are. All right. So Tech Troublemaker says it is Oracle that is trying to buy TikTok. So that's true. It's Oracle, but it's not official, and you never know. The 11th hour, we never know what might happen. So we have to be mindful of, if Oracle buys it, how does the algorithm work, if that makes sense? And now we're in a situation where, will it still be the same as the way it was before? Is it a whole new app? Because, we've had LimeWire, we've had MySpace, we've had other products and other digital services that have helped us cope with, getting through social media, navigating through social media. This one just happened to take off because you could monetize on it, right? You had Snapchat, and it's still around, but it's not as popular, right? So I think that we're in a situation where a lot of people are like, do I want this? I want the old version back. But unfortunately, it's not your current president. Your current president, whether you like him or not, he's actually trying to save the app, because he could really just say the United States government banned it and said, we don't want it. And it could be gone. We see how harsh he is about a lot of things. But as I always tell you, It's not about race. It's not about color. It's about green. So my question that I have for you is, there we go. Um, okay, well, where did the question go? I know it was here. So I don't see the question, but the question is, what are your thoughts on TikTok? I don't know where the question is. So I know I had it here, but it's not here. It's not showing up. What are your thoughts on TikTok? Do you think it will survive? Let me know in the comments. Do you think TikTok will survive? Do you think that it's just another product? It's another service. It could be gone, and I could care less. Like, what do you really think about that? Let me know in the comments. Revis, your thoughts?
Well, I don't have TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
so it could be gone, and I really don't care.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I believe that TikTok is popular enough that if they're going to change it to M2, that people will partake in M2.
Okay. So you think that
That's
they,
that's my thought.
well, like I said, at the end of the day, we had MySpace. Everybody that was into computers during that era, they used it. And then Facebook came along. And then the cool kids said that the older people were getting on it. And so they migrated over to IG. IG, not IT. IG became a little bit more for branding and influencer type content. And they started shadow banning your content. And so this app called Snapchat came down the line, and people were loving it. The kids were loving it. And you got to remember, the kids drive the needle of these apps, right? The kids say this is cool. If the kids don't put their stamp on it, then it's no good. Then TikTok comes around and comes down the pipeline, and then they say, "Hey, you could make some money. You could sell products. We have a whole monetization thing here going." But what happened to those other apps? They're still here. We still use them, but they're just not as cool as what the cool kids say. And then now
Right.
you have a situation to where if you ban it, are people really going to miss it? Because I swear and I promise, I'm telling you, if you let it go, there's going to be another app that's going to come. What comes around goes around, right? So it's not going to be, I don't think it's one of those apps that's going to sustain forever. I'm not saying Facebook and Meta is going to sustain forever, because there's going to be something else that's going to use it. They've built a strong ecosystem to where it can stand the test of time, but we're just still in the beginning to middle stages of social media. So I think that this is just one of those. Facebook will always be the grandfather, and TikTok was, hey, that college kid that was, it was popping, and they might get kicked out of college, or they might turn around and become a scholar, if that makes sense. Trevor says, bye TikTok. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, and take M2 with you. Hourglass, purple sand, orange. He said, I'm out of here, player. I ain't got time for that.
Mm.
He says, Tech Troublemaker says, everybody was kung fu fighting. Sister Queen says, TikTok will be will be okay. And Sheila Baker says, I have no dog in this fight. Hey, I'm with you. I hear you. So I'm just letting you know, September 5th is the date that we should all be looking for, called M2. Start making that transition. It's kind of like, hey, after a certain time, certain services are no longer going to work. They're giving you a heads up. At least you know, and we'll see how that develops. Our next article.
Well, I got one question.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
The people that are being monetized now, will they be monetized over there, or they have to start over?
That's $1 million question that we all are looking forward to find out how it all works. No one knows what the new owners are going to say. Will you be able to easily migrate your content over? I know a lot of women love the app. It's kind of like Angry Birds. Women love that app. It just keeps their attention, right? They have this algorithm to where if you attempt to back out, they'll show you another video. And then you have to almost triple tap the screen to get out of the app. And you can literally just go down this rabbit hole. And we just spoke about this a couple days ago, or excuse me, a couple weeks ago, about how streaming how is the new TV. We need to pay, this is you people are going live, people are doing pre-recorded videos. This is the new TV. We're not watching scripted TV anymore. We're not watching the news programs. You're getting the news on social media. If there's an accident on the freeway, somebody's pulling out their phone, they're recording it, right? This is the new TV. And right now, TikTok is showing you the concerts in real time. They're showing you the sporting events in real time. They're getting it to you before the news stations can get the live feed back to the news station. You got to wait till 6 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock news, 5 o'clock news, and the 11 o'clock news to catch to get the breaking stories. Well, on TikTok, you're getting it in real time. The older people are going over to Facebook, and how many people are really going live on YouTube? There's not a lot. So streaming is where it's at. Something to think about. I will be there on M2 as I want to stake my claim to keep my name, Tech Troublemaker. Okay. And he says he's going to be there on day one. I'm as soon as they launch it, I'm putting my. Now, what if somebody hurry up and beats him at midnight and says they claiming Tech Troublemaker? That would
Right.
be that would be messed up. I am Revis Brown. That would be messed up if somebody claimed your name. So maybe it might be good to just go over there and create an account, and then because there's other platforms that are out there that people are not using, such as Blue Sky, the alternative to Twitter. But will Blue Sky ever blow up? We don't know. Trevor Nichols says YouTube is where it's at. Hey, I'm with you. Thank you so much. Thank you for pulling up on me. I definitely appreciate it. Look, our next article that we have is, Now, see, we was doing good, Revis. And now all of a sudden these articles want to just have a mind of their own in the system. I guess, we didn't pay for the articles origins. So because we didn't pay for the articles of origins, they told us, yeah, you got to go. You got to go, player. So give me 1 second so I can get rid of this article here, and we'll put a new article in here. But we're going to talk about the movies. Revis, when was the last time you went to the movies?
It's been about 5 years.
Wow. Before the pandemic.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, AMC says that they're going to have a deal for you, and they want you to take advantage of it this summer. And they're saying that they're going to give you half off on certain days of the movies. Is that something that you would be interested in doing, Revis?
If I have the time. I
Okay.
think movies are for people who does ships. And I don't do ships.
Oh God. You
I did upgrade a friend, or I did upgrade a cousin. So she is now a boo.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, this article here is saying that AMC Theaters to offer 50% off of tickets on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Those are the new days to go to the movies. I don't know about Wednesday because you interacting, you messing with the Lab Tech Show time. But Tuesdays and Wednesdays is the days to go to the movies this summer. And they're saying that they said that if you are an AMC stub member, which is free to sign up, they said it used to be $5 to be a stub member, but now they're saying it's free. The basic tier version is free, but they said it used to be $5 on Wednesdays, but now it's 50% off of all movie tickets on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So it's not you have to wait on the matinee. And they're shifting the narrative. They want to get you in the door. That's the biggest thing. They want you in the door, and they're struggling to get people to come support their businesses. And they said And if you can get half off of your tickets on both of those days. Plus, they're even throwing in 50% off of small popcorn and drink combo, so you can get your snacks on for cheap. Now, I don't know if the snack combo is really cheap, even though it's still 50% off. Because the last time I checked, it was about $14 for a small popcorn and a drink, so you're getting it for $7. That's the regular price in my book, but I don't know. Everybody has their own thoughts on how much popcorn should be, right? They say it just started on July 8th, and so July 8th and 9th. So once this show is over with, if you want to go to the movies, you can go on over there and check them out and see what they got going on. And they also said, just remember that the discount applies to the base adult evening ticket price, and the premium formats like IMAX or Dolby, they still have their upcharges, and online fees apply, but still is 50% off. So go get your movie night plans. This would be great for a date night. You don't have to have a ship. You could have a boo, Revis. And they're saying that this is a social connection. So they said you can, it gives you a perfect excuse to link up with your spouse, your significant other, or your kids, and just have a little movie night and talk about the new movie that came out. Watching a good movie, especially one that has a deep plot or thought provoking themes, keeps your mind sharp. It engages your imagination and helps with focus. I think they're reaching there, Revis, but that's what they're saying that going to the movies can do for you. And they're also saying it's an affordable outing. Everything is costing these days. And let's be honest, if you can't get a deal somewhere. I mean, you go to McDonald's, a Big Mac these days is $10. So, I mean, anything economical is good. So if you're looking for a decent date night, maybe going out on Tuesday and Wednesday might be the new plan. I don't know if Tech Troublemaker would like that because his show is on Tuesday and my show is on Wednesday. So I don't know if we really want you going to the movies, but neither here nor there. The question that I have is, what do you think of AMC giving discounts? One, they're doing what it takes to get people in those doors. Two, I'll be taking advantage of those deals. Three, everyone loves a deal. Or four, is Hollywood making any movies worth to see? 1 through 4, let me know in the comments. What do you think of AMC movies giving discounts? Let me know in the comments. Let me see what they got over here. How many people are still going to the movies, says Sheila Baker. She said, how many people are still pulling up? That's interesting. And then she said, if they have baked wings like a movie joint, I'm going, says, I think that's the name of the movie theater in his area. He just tried some wings over there and he said he was loving it. And then they said, I saw Sinners recently. So I'm going to pull up. Okay, well, tickets are $30 and snacks are $75. Ooh, that's $100 for a date night.
Ooh, right.
Used to go to the movies a lot, but not so much. And then they need to drop the price of that popcorn. Well, James, they said it's 50% off on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So now you and your significant other, you just got to, don't tell her about the 50% off deal. You just go and say, baby, I got you and I can afford it. That's it. I got it. And that way you can drive that nice vehicle of yours and pull up and ask for valet parking, because there's no way I'm pulling up with that vehicle of yours. Let me stay out that man's business. And I come out and my windows and everything inside is gone. So I'm retired. So if I go to the movies, is during the day on a Tuesday. Well, I mean, give you something to do. There you go. Take the family out, 50% off. Y'all know the play. Y'all know the deal. All right, that's what it is.
And the thing about it is they have it on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. That means at 7 o'clock on Thursday, you guys are free to watch conversations.
Look, we already made your whole weekly plan. Tuesday, Tech Troublemaker. Wednesday, the Lab Tech Show. Thursday, Conversations. And you got James's show, The Technologist Forum. All going on Tuesday, Wednesday. So we can't, look, y'all can't really leave us. Y'all, look, we've been giving y'all consistent content for a couple of years now. Come on, though. Look, here go James talking about. There he go. Oh man, see, he said there he go. Stay home and
You
stream
know,
and eat. See, look, even tech troublemaker just said it. Stay home and stream and eat your popcorn. Mm-mm-mm. Said Revis.
that's the only thing I go to the movies for anyway. Is the popcorn,
Right. Okay.
and
That's
I don't never be able to see the movie because I'm busy doing other things.
well, we don't want to know what those other we don't want to know what those other things are, player. Look, we're at the middle part of the show, so let's discuss that real quick. What's going on, everybody? It is the Lab Tech Show. Come on, hit that like button, subscribe, and that notification bell. We go live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Embrace this technology. We got you. Why? Because the show is called the Lab Tech Show. Join us. This is what we do. It is a community. It is family. All these people show up because we give you valued content, and we're building a community, and we want you to join us and be a part of this. So when you do that, subscribe, hit that bell, and hit the like button. I know you. Did you even hit the like button? Come on, hit the like button. Let the algorithms know that Tallboy needs a few more followers to get over the 600 follower mark. Come on now. I think we at 590 or whatever. Come on, help us out. We're building. Join us. The Lab Tech Show. Revis, we right there. How many followers did it say we got? I don't know. How many followers we got?
598.
Come on, y'all. Y'all, can you help a brother out? I know y'all know 3 people. Go to your job. Go to the retirement community center and say, "Hey, y'all, there's a nice show." Just show it to them. Tell them to pull out their phone and go to the Lab Tech Show and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and let them, and make sure you tell them to hit the bell so then when they go live at 8 o'clock, they pop up on the phone like, "What's that?" Some information that you need to hear.
And lady, you show your girlfriend, and to make it easy for them to come in,
Mm-hmm.
show them a picture of me and TBJ.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Oh, hell no!
Okay, that's what's up. All right, guys, it's time to talk a little AI. I had a conversation with James Hicks today, and I know that Trevor is here. I know Tech Troublemaker is here. Awesome Fun Things is here. So they can help me out if I struggle a little bit. But for the ones that are not familiar with AI, we need to have this conversation, okay? And what I mean by that is I'm been having a hard time trying to understand what AI is. It's like, I'm telling you, you got to do this. You got to use it. And for some reason, you said, what in the hell is AI? Why is it so important for me to use it? Why is it so important? I mean, I don't know if you heard about this today, but Microsoft just laid off, I want to say upwards of 6,000 people this month. And this is the start of July. Then they already laid off another 10,000. They just did that. I just saw another report saying that college kids who are graduating can't find jobs because companies are using the excuse of AI to replace those entry level jobs. Other companies are saying we're going to implement AI moving forward. So maybe companies are saying we're cutting back. A lot of tech companies are saying we're not going to hire anybody else if AI can do the job for us. So that means there's going to be a lot of people out of jobs. And how do we navigate? How do we use it? And we're just talking about the basic functionalities. You almost have to be a prompt engineer. You have to already know how to create systems. I'm still trying to figure out what N8N is. I'm agentic AI. You see me using my TB2 avatar, having conversations with you, but it's time for us to learn this. And I know a lot of people are very hesitant. They say, well, it's going to do this and it's going to do that. No, but if you if you do your part and do the 2% positive, all that negative is constantly training. It's constantly training on data. We just talked about 2 weeks ago about how AI just won, the AI companies just won the court cases. And they said that they can train on your books or on your content, right? We just had that conversation, but no one still understands what AI. So when I looked up AI, they said let's understand what what the technology really is. And I wrote this down here. I'm reading it right from my phone. It says AI is basically pattern matching. AI breaks it down into pieces, and it has tokens, and is broken down into a predicted algorithm. And they're saying that these tokens in this order is what is the next thing to be predicted. So basically, if you throw out 1,000 images of a dog, it's which dog is going to be the brown dog. And it does it so fast, right? And so it's an advanced probability engine. So when we hear ChatGPT, we hear DeepSeek, we hear Perplexity, Claude, Gemini, when we hear these softwares, these large language models, LLMs, so you'll hear me say that a lot, LLM instead of large language models. When we hear that, we have to understand that these are machines, or engines are probability engines. That's the biggest thing. And once you understand that, it's predicting what you're going to say next. And it's basically prediction versus reasoning. And they said it's great at expanding and amplifying what you're already doing. It's AI is as pattern recognition, so it can write emails, do research, and organize your messy thoughts. I struggle with writing, so here I am saying I know I want to write this email, but I don't know what to say. So write an email showing that I'm humble, thankful, and I'm direct and to the point. It could take my thoughts and turn it into those words because of the pattern recognition, right? It's saying that, hey, we can, it automatically knows how to say it because they've learned and trained on so many other emails. So they've been training on data, and how they've been getting that data may be ethical or unethical, but the content is there in their systems. And they said it's to solve a specific problem or amplify a person with their strengths. So if you have a problem, and that's why I'm saying, let me know in the comments, what is your problem? And let's see if we can find a way to do this. I'm going to be working off of the model Gemini today because I've been trying to get everyone to come over here to Gemini. And Gemini is a multimodal agent. I think that's the right way to call it, a multimodal AI chatbot. And basically all that means is it can do pictures, it can do video, and it can also handle text and code. So basically it can do all of it. So some chatbots can only do video, some chatbots can only do text, and I know that there's a lot of platforms out here, and the two popular ones is ChatGPT and Gemini. Those are the two main ones. And I know you've been hearing a lot about Gemini with their new releases, their new video releases. ChatGPT, you've heard of Sam Altman, who's the CEO of that company. So we're going to work out of Gemini today, and we're going to see how we can make this work. All right. So before we get started, I'm going to log in. And when we do this, let's first look at their plans. It's free automatically. Everybody can use Gemini. If you have an Android phone, you already have it onto your system. It's already there. If you have a Apple phone, you can just download it and you can have access to it, and it's absolutely free. Now, if you want to upgrade to the pro version or the ultra version, you can see right here on the screen what your limits are and what you can do with it. And the power users are going to probably use AI Ultra more, which is $125 a month for 3 months. And then after that, it jumps up to $250 a month after those 90 days. And the only reason why people are going to probably use Google AI Ultra is because they want to use the video portion of Gemini, and that's VO3. If you're not creating videos, you do not need Ultra. Now, if you want the Pro, it gives you access to 1,000 monthly credits. And you can also see some of the other things. It also gives you storage. We are always running out of storage on our phones, right? And we run into a situation where it's like, my phone, they're saying I got to delete some content off of my phone because I've reached my my maximum storage. Well, now if you choose to go with the Pro, they're saying they're going to give you 1 month free, and then after that is $19.99 a month. So you automatically get 2 terabytes of storage right there. And then you got Gemini in Gmail, Docs, video, and more. And then there's also a service called Notebook LM that will allow you to take your articles, your YouTube videos, your copied text, and it can create a podcast for you. So that's what Notebook LM is. VO3 is baked into Whisk and into Flow. These are two services. If you want to create video content, you can use that. And then you can also get more access on the capable model of 2.5. You get 2.5 for free automatically. So it doesn't matter. Revis has Gemini on his phone. He basically went out there and purchased, not purchased, he downloaded the app, or he just opened up his phone when he got the new phone. It was already there. And he already has 2.5. All you're doing is getting more limits. If let's say you wanted to do deep research, so let's say you wanted to do, if you have a college student that needs a program or a book report or something like that, not to say that you can't do that already, but you're in a situation where it can give you more limits. That's probably the best way to put that. Let me see. What are the comments saying? And if you want to run a business in the future, buy a robot. I don't know what that means. Into trading, that's funny. All right. So what I recommend, and I'm going to come over here and switch over to Gemini. This is my pro version that you can see here, but I'm also going to work out of the free version, but I'm going to do a little cheat sheet. The first thing that you want to do is you want to go over to gemini.google.com. If you're on your phone right now and watching on your TV, you can go and use this on your phone. Go to Chrome, type in gemini.google.com. You can just do a search for gemini.google. It'll come up. Now, anybody can put any answer inside of Gemini. Any question inside of Gemini, and it will give you a response of whatever it is. So somebody give me any random question real quick. Let me know any question. Revis, you can help me out with this as well. And I'm going to show you the difference versus using the next part that I'm going to tap in with you. So just any.
What I would really like you to ask Gemini is, what is AI and how can I use it in my daily life?
Okay. All right. So let's do that. So what is AI and how can I use it in my daily life? All right. So we're going to go right here and let's see, come into Gemini. We're going to go into new chat. We put this on the screen. And we're just going to ask Gemini, what is AI and how can I use it in my daily life, right? And let's be a little bit more specific. You are going to definitely be different than Sheila Baker, Lisa Maria, Tech Troublemaker, Hit the Spot 1006, right? You're totally different. So what is AI and how can I use it in my daily life as a truck driver? As a truck driver. All right, that's all we're going to do. All right, and see what it does. And now watch how fast, once I hit enter, watch how fast it gives you this answer. So it says, give it a second, and boom, there you go. And it says AI refers to the development of computer systems that can perform tasks typically requiring human intelligence. That this includes things like learning, problem solving, decision making, understanding language, and recognizing patterns. Instead of being explicitly programmed for every scenario, AI systems can learn from data and improve their performances over time. As a truck driver, AI can be a powerful tool to enhance your daily life on the road and beyond. Here's how. 1, optimize route planning and navigation. You can analyze real data that includes traffic, weather, road closures, and even predicted congestions to suggest the most efficient route. You can optimize for fuel efficiency. They're also saying suggest parking and amenities. Some AI systems can identify available truck parking, rest stops, and other necessary amenities along your route, saving you time and stress. It also says it could do predictive maintenance, monitor your vehicle health, uh, predict potential issues, and optimize maintenance schedules. It also says enhance safety features, collision avoidance systems, lane departure warnings, and lane keeping assist, driver fatigue and distraction monitoring, blind spot detection. It also says it can streamline and communicate with your logistics, give you automated ETA updates, load matching, which is an AI platform that can efficiently match available trucks with suitable loads, minimizing deadhead miles, driving an empty trailer, and maximizing your earning potential. And it can also automate your administrative tasks. And then lastly, driver coaching and performance improvement. So basically, safety scorecards and fuel efficient driving feedback. So that's what it can do for you. All right. So that's just for you. Now, Lisa Maria, Sheila Baker, she's retired. I don't know. I don't know what hobbies Sheila Baker likes. I don't know what hobbies Lisa Maria's in. Hit the spot 1006. She's in a different hobby. So the first thing you do is just say, hey, what is AI? How can it help me in this respective field? Right. And then now, as we just did this with Revis, you now have that. Okay. So just try it. Just open it up and let's just ask it, what is it and how can it help me? Now, on your phone, when you open up Gemini, they have an app and there's some features that you can do. But what I recommend before you do all of that, they have this thing what's called a gym manager. And what a gym manager is, it's like your AI assistant. And basically, you say, I want an assistant to help me do whatever it is that can help me make my life easy. And so once you give it the prompt, of what you want, I want you to act as my summarizer. I want you to act as my uh, email assistant. I want you to act as my marketing professional. I want you to act as my chef. I want you to act as my fitness instructor. And you tell it all of the information that you wanted to do. And then when you have that, you just go into your gyms, right? And I'm going to show you that in one moment. You go into your gyms, and once you go into those gyms, instead of you typing it out, you type in your gym manager, your assistant that is now your chef, your mechanic, that is your marketing professional, your sewing expert, your dating expert, your relationship coach, whatever it may be that you want. You set up the parameters, which is you setting up a prompt. And once you have it act as something, then now you just go in there and you're good to go. So I'm going to cheat and I'm going to go back over to my pro so where you can see, because I have some that's already set up, right? So as you can see right here on the left-hand side of the screen, it's right here. As soon as you go to gemini.google.com, once you see that area right there, go there, and then on the left-hand side, you're going to see where it says explore gyms. And once you click on explore gyms, it's going to tell you, well, we're already there, my gym manager, and these are my gyms that I already have made for me. So this is just for me. Hit the Spot 1006 may have her own set of gyms. Trevor can have his own set of gyms. Revis can have his own set of gyms. They give you some to start off with. Like, for example, here's some pre-made by Google that they already give you. They're saying that you're a writing editor, you're a chess champ, you're a brainstormer, you're a coding partner, a career guide. You can use those, and that's perfectly fine. But if you want it to be more dedicated to you, you want to go in and just say, I want to create a gym. So, for example, I have this break it down for me, right? So you would click on new gym. I'm showing you what it would look like. You would give it a name, type in the name that you want, and you give it its instructions. And then any knowledge that you have, you upload that knowledge by hitting the plus button, and you can upload your files. You can import the code. You can add from Google Drive if you have any supporting documents that will help you. So what I did was I said, we're going to act as a best friend. All right. So acting as a best friend, this is what I said. I gave it an image of some more. And I said, my instructions is I want you to act as my best friend. Please give me the best life advice considering all pros and cons, considering my input. You love me and you want me to act in my best interest. Please tell some reasonable arguments that I might consider. Let me know pros and cons and elaborate on the specifics of your advice. If you need more information for the best judgment, ask questions one at a time. Please talk to me as an African American female with a little sassiness. That's how I wanted. I wanted to talk to me like an African American woman. I wanted to give me a little sassiness. Now you add however you want your best friend to talk to you. Hey sis, you know yo da 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 da. That's what you do, fellas. Hey, I just want you to be my homeboy from around the way, and I want you to keep it real with me. However you do, so you can be as descriptive, or you can be, as plain as you want. But the better the prompt is, now you know what you can do. So now what happens is you have your best friend prompt. And every time you come over here to your new chat, it says, break it down for me, my tall boy summarizer or new chat. So instead of hitting, just the new chat, I just go ahead and just say, let me go on over here to my break it down for me. And then now I can say, all right, so give me a question. Let me see. Does anybody say? All right, I got one. To my best friend, what do I want it to know? I am struggling with finding creative things to do, finding things to do, finding things to do in this tough economy. I don't know how to spell, y'all. In this tough economy, things are, what do you call it? Things are expensive. And my girlfriend wants to be outside. I am not an outdoorsy person. I am not an outdoorsy person, but I want to make her happy. Now, that's what I gave it. All right. So I'm going to copy. Well, I'll just go ahead and just give you this, right? So this is just a basic one. And so now it's just analyzing. And now I told it to talk to me like a female girl with some sassiness. I probably should have switched it up and say, talk to me like a male that's direct and to the point. But when I was creating this, I thought it was going to talk to me like a sister, but it's talking to me like it's talking to me like a male, like a female, but it's saying, hey sis, come here and give me a hug. I feel you, baby. This economy ain't no joke, and trying to keep up with outside when your pocket's feeling a little light can be a struggle, can be a real struggle. But you know what? We're going to figure this out because your happiness and your girlfriend happiness matters. First off, let's talk about this not an outdoorsy person thing. Now I know you, and sometimes outdoorsy can mean different things to different people. Are we talking full on hiking and camping in the wilderness, or does outside for your boo just mean getting out the house and doing something different? Tell me, what does outside usually look like for her, and what kind of activities does she usually suggest? So it asks, because remember I said, ask me supporting questions, right? I said, I want you to ask me supporting questions to help me come up with a better answer. So because it said, give me some supporting questions, the tech troublemaker says AI therapy. Yeah, so I mean, this is what it can be. You can make this in a conversational tone. So if you're on your phone and you tap in best friend and you create this, you can literally hit the voice. I'm on the computer, so I'm typing it out, but I would literally hit the voice on my phone, the voice recorder on my phone, and it would literally type out everything that I'm saying instead of me manually typing this all out. So I'm manually typing it because I'm on my computer, but on my phone, I'm just going to hit the microphone button and I'm going to just say, this is how I'm feeling in a more conversational tone. And it's going to give me the response that I'm looking for. And this is just to get started. All right. So the question was, Revis, you're going to help me out with this. Audience, let me know real quick. What should we do? So we're going to say, this ain't, so tell me, what is she? It says, are we talking about full on hiking, camping in the wilderness, or does outside for your boo just mean getting out of the house and doing something different? Tell me, what does outside usually look like for her? She wants to go, let's say she wants to go to the park.
She want to go to the beach. She want to go to the ocean. She want to see some water.
For the ocean to see some water. Okay, so she wants to go to the park. She wants to go to the park for a picnic. Or drive down. Let me see. Or drive down to the to the ocean. Spelled picnic wrong. I do apologize. Drive down to the beach, not the ocean. Let's just say the beach. To the beach.
Okay.
To see some water. All right, and I'm just gonna hit enter, and then now I'm supposed to be showing y'all on the screen. I do apologize. So here it is. All right, so it says, okay, I hear you. A picnic at the park or a drive to the beach to see some water. Now that I can work with. Those are definitely more chill and budget friendly than say a weekend glamping trip, honey. Let's break this down because I want you to make your girl happy without feeling like you're sacrificing your comfort or breaking the bank. Pros: budget friendly AF. You know what AF is if you know that lingo. Because I said I want you to give it to me with a little sassiness, right? This probably is your cheapest option, hands down. You can pack food from home, leftover sandwiches, some fruit, maybe a little sweet treat already having in that pantry. Think about it, boo. Groceries you already bought. So it's telling me why I should do this, right? They're saying low key and relaxing. You don't have to be scaling mountains. You just have to find a nice spot, lay out a blanket, and chill. You can talk, listen to music, read, people watch, whatever makes you feel good. Contained comfort. You're not stuck in the wilderness. If you get too hot, you can find some shade. If you need a bathroom, most parks have them. And if you get tired, you can just pack up and go. It's an easy escape if you need it. Quality time. It's all about connecting with your girlfriend. You're creating an intimate, relaxed space where you can just be together without all the distractions being indoors. And you're in control. You pick the park, you pack the food, you set the vibe. You can make it as outdoorsy and indoorsy, but outside as you want. Now they were saying, the cons are bugs, weather dependent, finding the right spot, and then they're also saying specifics for a killer park picnic. So it's talking me into why I should do this, right? And then they're also saying this is option 2 is drive to the beach, a little bit more effort, but still doable. And they talk about the scenery and the vibe, a change of scenery, romantic potential, and some of the cons: gas money, parking fees, crowds, sand, less contained than a park, and then specifics for a beach drive, the plan, the snacks, the comfort, and the timing. So, given that you're not super outdoorsy and you're watching your coins, I'm leaning heavily towards the park picnic for your first move. It's less commitment, less money, and you can truly make it comfortable for both of you. It's a fantastic way to meet her halfway and show her you're willing to try new things for her without feeling overwhelmed. You can still get outside, get some fresh air, and enjoy each other's company without all the fuss and expense. Plus, the park picnic goes well. It opens the door to trying more outdoorsy things in the future, and maybe even the beach trip when you're feeling a little bit more flush. What do you think? Does a park picnic sound like something you can get into? Now, I can say yes, I can say no, and then it can continue to direct me further, if that makes sense. So Lisa Maria says, I tried it on my phone. I can get with this. I have an early morning. Good night, y'all. She said, I can get with this. Hey, all we want you to do is try. That's it. She wants tech troublemaker says she wants to go race NASCAR. Sheila Baker said that is so bizarre, very cool, but bizarre nonetheless. So now I just told you to have it act as a best friend, right? That's all I really wanted it to do is to act as a best friend. You can make this do whatever you want. Act as a summarizer of your articles, and all you do is just put the link inside of you have an article, you don't have time, and you want it to summarize. You can say, summarize this article and give me 3 positives, 3 negatives. If you are a cook, you can literally say, I have a $100 budget. So let's do that. Revis, you're a truck driver. Chat, let me know real quick. What are some things Revis should be eating on his what city are you going to next, or state you going to next, Revis?
I'm going to Laredo, Texas.
Laredo, Texas. All right, so we're not gonna have the best friend. So once again, you can have this act as the best friend, and if you keep the let me put this back on the screen. If you keep this same chat window open, it's gonna expound upon based off of what you say. But if you go to a new chat, it will start fresh. All right. So it will start fresh. So you can either say explore my gems and keep it going from there. Now on your phone, there is a feature on your phone. Let me see if I can get this back on the screen, y'all. On your phone, and you use Gemini. And I'm telling you to start with the gym manager because it will learn you, right? And so what I did was I turned around and said, I want you to act as my personal friend, and I want you to keep it real, keep it African American tone, be direct, but also keep it real with me. And every time I talk, every time I ask it a question, it's more conversational style. So a lot of people are not going to be on their computers, but I want you to go into the gym manager and set it up. Set up your gyms however you want. You can set up one, you can set up multiple. It doesn't matter. It's an infinite amount. There's no limit to what you set up. But what you do is you go into your phone and you type, you click the Gemini logo or the button, and then let me see if I get this right. On the bottom, you have a plus sign, which allows you to upload your camera, your gallery, your files, or your drive. So you can take a picture of an item and you can ask it to describe. You can find a current photo, files. You can upload a document, or you can go into your Google Drive. If you have a pro account, it should say video. This is where you can prompt it to create that video that you're hearing a lot of VO3 about. And then if you want to do research, if you say, I need a breakdown on a healthy food or on a marketing plan based off of a concert or a festival of how I can create something similar, it can do the deep research that you're looking for. And then also, they have the microphone where you can talk. And then there's also a video, but excuse me, there's a 3 lines with a star. And this is your, yeah, okay, put them on hold. This is your conversational tone. So you hit that star button. Let me make sure I do that right. So on your bottom, my right, your left, there's a star. You want to open this up. And once you open it up, you can have a conversation with it. I'm on the phone with Revis, so I can't actually use it right now, and I don't have my other device around me. Yeah, it says to continue to chat, tap on the live button, but because Revis is still on the phone, I can't use it. But you can literally say, have a regular conversation with it, and it will have a conversation with it. You can also hit the video button, and you can have it describe to you what's in front of you. It could be a piece of clothing, it could be a bug, it could be a certain chair. Say, I'm looking for this item. What is this? Where can I find this at? And it will have a conversation with you. I was at a grocery store not too long ago, and somebody's car broke down and they had an electric vehicle. I was trying to help them with a jump because he just opened up his hood and asked for a jump. I'm thinking, okay. Couldn't figure out why we couldn't jump it. And they said the actual battery was in the back. I just pointed at the hood and then I walked around to the back and said, "Hey, this is this vehicle. How can I jump this car off?" It literally told me that there was a battery in the back seat of the car. I did not know that. I just opened up the video functionality of Gemini and we were able to find out, hey, you're going to probably have to get a tow. You're going to have to go get this towed and, go get some professional, seek more advice than just a regular jump, if that makes sense. Um, Tech Troublemaker said brisket and burnt ends. Oh my God. Let me see. Okay, so we're gonna go in here, and I was looking at the question that somebody had put up in there. So we're gonna say, ask Gemini, and we're gonna say, I am a expert. You are a expert. You are an expert truck driver. Reeves, about how much money do you spend a week on groceries or just eating out in a
Ooh,
week?
I probably spend about at, at least $100.
You are an expert truck driver. I have a
Professional truck driver.
a $100 budget. A $100 budget. What are some foods that you like to eat?
Uh, Meat and vegetables.
What kind of meat? You got to be a little bit more specific, Reeves.
Well, I like hamburger. I like turkey meat, lunch meat.
Okay, turkey meat, pork, fish.
Right, all of that.
Any foods that you don't like?
I pretty much eat anything.
Um, any other foods outside of vegetables and turkey meat, fish, and pork? Any other foods?
Potatoes.
Um,
I love potatoes
I love potatoes
and rice.
and rice. And create create me a dish. What is it? Create me a meal plan. A meal plan um, for my weekly grocery shopping. Keep in mind you don't have a stove in your. Do you have a stove in your truck?
I have a microwave.
I have a microwave. I have a microwave. Any warmers or anything like that, or just a microwave? No, no.
No, microwave.
I have
Oh, I do have a electric lunchbox.
a electric lunchbox. Okay, for me on the road. Uh, what what do you recommend? Now, I'm gonna copy and paste what I just put in here. Uh, because that is what Revis needs to eat in Texas: brisket and burnt ends. Okay, so he says we're gonna put some, and we need. Um, we are leaving Michigan,
Yes.
headed to Laredo, Texas, and we also want a little brisket and burnt ends. Do you eat out at all, or this is just food that you buy?
I eat out most of the time.
Um, I eat out. I eat out mostly. Eat out mostly, but I'm trying to switch it up this week. All right, there we go. And we're going to just see what it says. And I'm going to copy and paste this because we're going to try something else. All right. And see if it gives us a different output. LUNCH. There we go. We're going to copy and paste this. Excuse me. Just copy it. I'm sorry. And we're going to hit run it, and we're going to see what it does. Okay, on the road, grocery list. Let's aim for $80 to $85 to leave room for brisket and burnt ends. All right, so Revis is telling you for your groceries for this week, if you get a chance to stop at a grocery store, they're telling you to go pick up some ground turkey, about 1 to 2 pounds, super versatile. You can make patties, crumbles for rice, bowls, or quick chili, around $4 to $5 a pound. You can get some boneless skinless chicken thighs, cheaper than breast, and it stays juicy when reheated. Frozen white fish, tilapia, cod, 1 large bag, thaws quickly for a fast meal, around $6 to $8. Pork shoulder butt, and they say you can get that for about. It says you can cook this down, shred it, and have it for multiple meals. Canned tuna salmon, for quick sandwiches or salads when you don't want to cook. And then they say for your veggie vibes, a bag of potatoes, russets, are great for mashing, baking, or cutting into wedges. You can also get a large bag of rice, your staple fam. Getting that long grain or jasmine, that's about $5 to $10. Frozen mixed vegetables, 2 large bags of broccoli, peas, carrots, corn, easy and microwave, and you can add it to anything. Also pick up a few onions, bell peppers, spinach, dairy pantry essentials, eggs, a dozen for quick breakfast, or to add to your rice, olive oil, cooking spray, salt and pepper, hot sauce, your pick, because sometimes you just need that kick. A small container of Greek yogurt, and then you got a snack attack. They're telling you to pick up some apples and oranges, bananas, and some granola bars. And then they're saying, hey, the meal plan flex, prep your day. Cook that rice. Make a big batch of plain white or brown rice. This is your base for so many meals. They're also telling you get this shredded pork magic. Cook that pork shoulder butt in a slow cooker or oven. Now you got chicken and turkey prep. And then you can also boil some potatoes, get a few taters boiled, and they'll be ready to go. And then now they're saying breakfast on the go. You get you some quick oat grits. You can get some scrambled eggs, Greek yogurt, and fruit. And then now they also talk about your lunch and dinner. And then they said that brisket burnt end score. They said recommendations as you get closer to Texas, around Dallas or San Antonio. That's where you want to hit up a local barbecue spot for some real brisket and burnt ends. Don't try to find it on the highway. Get it at a well-known place. And how to get it for under $15 to $20. Look for a place that sells by the pound or has a sampler plate. You might not get a whole feast, but you can definitely snag a decent portion of brisket and some burnt ends for your budget. Ask for just a half a pound or a quarter pound of each, and that'll be your treat meal. And you can stretch it by eating with some of your pre-prep rice or potatoes. And as a pro tip, call ahead to some places you find online in those areas and ask about their prices before for just the meat. Some places do lunch specials that could fit in your budget. You got this. Eating good on the road ain't always easy, but with this plan, you'll be eating healthier and saving that money. Safe travels to Laredo. So
I like that.
So here's a whole meal prep for you. So because we said we want you to meal prep. So before you leave Michigan, you could have bought all of these foods for $80 to $85, gave you a $15 budget to work with. And now this is your new meal prep person. It's not going to cook the food for you, but instead of you walking through the grocery store, you already got the list. You already know what you want to do. You already know what you want to buy. It's already giving it to you. Awesome fun thing said, you making me hungry. That's what I'm talking about right there. So hopefully, as I show you a snippet of how, and this is just the start of this. I just want you to get started. Create that, just open up the app, ask it a couple conversations. Just type it out. Use your what do you call it? Your voice. What is it called? Just the voice recorder or the mic. Just tap on the microphone and have a conversation with it. Tap on that 3 stars. I mean, those 3 lines with the star, the Gemini, conversational tone, and have a conversation with it. It's going to remember. Go into the gym manager, create that gym. And when you create that gym, now you're in a situation to where now it's acting as the best friend and it's saying, hey, this is that meal prep for you. I got you. Be as descriptive as possible. Don't, Revis was saying, oh, I just want some meat. No, let's talk about what kind of meat do you want? Because you may not like the type of pork that it's offering. It said pork shoulder. You may want pork chops. You have to be descriptive. So the more you give, the better the output is going to be. All right. And now I'm going to say, I'm going to take this same thing and we're going to end after this. We're going to take this same prompt that he just gave right here. Right. And then so I'm just going to post that same. I just did a copy and paste and say, create a prompt for this. That's all I'm saying. Just after everything that he typed out, create a prompt for this. So you saw what it did, because you can always make the prompt better. So if you say make it better, say create a prompt for this and let's see what it does for this. It says, fam, you already laid out a whole situation for me. You want a meal plan for a week on the road, leaving Michigan to Laredo, Texas with $100. You're trying to cut back on eating out. So the prompt I created for myself as a truck driving food planning expert based on what you said. And I said, it says, okay, I need to put together a weekly grocery list and a meal plan for a truck driver with a $100 budget. They're going from Michigan to Laredo, Texas, and want meals that can be reheated with a microwave and an electric lunchbox. Their preferences include turkey, fish, pork, vegetables, potatoes, and rice. This plan also needs to factor in how to get a little bit of brisket and burnt ends without blowing the budget. The goal is to help them switch from eating out too often or more home prep meals. Basically, you gave me all the ingredients for my own thought process. Now, to make sure I got all the up-to-date info for you, I'm going to run a quick check for the current prices and good spots for that barbecue. All right, my friend, the intel is fresh. Even if some of these barbecue joints play it close to the vest with online pricing, but we got enough to make this happen. Based on your clear-cut request, the prompt to guide my thinking was pretty much what you told me. All right. And it says develop a 7-day $100 grocery budget meal plan for truck drivers traveling from Michigan to Laredo. The plan should prioritize healthy, reheat-friendly meals, using a microwave, electric lunchbox, focusing on turkey, fish, pork, vegetables, potatoes, and rice. Critically incorporate a strategy to include a small portion of authentic Texas brisket and burnt ends with that $100 budget while minimizing eating out. So it gave me the whole prompt. So now all I got to do is just say, instead of typing all that out, it said it in a more proficient way. And then it says, that's the roadmap. And I've already dropped the plan for you. The main takeaway from that quick check is that ground turkey and boneless, skinless chicken thighs are still budget friendly. And as for the barbecue, your best bet is to definitely pinpoint a solid spot once you get into the heart. So we're going to just put that prompt in and just see what does it give us. Is it any different from the one that it gave us earlier? So I just said, just create me a better prompt and see if it will give us something better than what it is. So basically it just says the Laredo bound and fed right weekly plan. It says build, cook on day one, versatile proteins, frozen is your friend, start snacking and the barbecue hunt. And then it's telling us your grocery shopping list of what you're going to buy. And it literally itemized everything that you need, similar to what the first one did, but it's a little bit more organized. And it says your 7-day Road Warrior meal plan. And they're telling you day 1 through day 7 what you should eat. So they're giving you ideas of things that you can eat. Missouri to Oklahoma, Oklahoma to North Texas, Central Texas to South Texas, South Texas, and then Laredo. They're giving you the days that when you get to these different states, Michigan to Ohio or Indiana, they're giving you right here on this list. You can see it, what you should eat on each day. And they're keeping that all in mind. All because you gave it a better prompt than just saying, hey, I just said create a prompt for this. I took what was in quotations and I dropped it right inside of the Gemini, and it gave us a better prompt. It gave us a better out because it now knows that this is his 7 days, because we said this is the meal prep, this is the budget, these are the foods. Now, when he gets to Ohio, when he gets to Oklahoma, once he gets to North Texas, he kind of has a better idea of what he should be doing. I may actually try Gemini. I usually turn it off when it pops up. Tech Troublemaker says I prefer Chat GPT, and she knows me. There's a lot of people that like Chat GPT. There's nothing wrong with Chat GPT. They all have free models. All of the services have free models, and then they all have a paid model, and then they have like their ultra model, their premium package. So there's no right or wrong answer to this. We'll discuss in a few weeks or in the coming weeks what each one can do. But this is just an introduction to what Gemini can actually do for you, right? Joy said, wow. Now, see, she live in Ohio, and she's supposed to be dropping off a plate, Revis, meeting you at the truck stop. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's on the route, but she's supposed to drop you off a plate.
Unfortunately, going to Laredo from here, you don't go through Ohio.
Oh, so
I have to go west and not east, not east.
Well, you saved Joyce from making you a plate.
Wow.
So, but no,
I'm hungry.
so now this is, and remember, we were just saying we're just using Revis as an example. So now just put yourself in this use case, right? I want you to put your use case in and say whether it's a child, and it doesn't necessarily have to be food. It could be, hey, I have a family member that struggles with this. I have a coworker that does that, whatever it may be. And you might say, hey, I got some suggestions. And then after you get the suggestions, turn around and copy and paste the same prompt and say, can you create a prompt for me for this, and watch it give you a better example. And once you get a better example, now you'll get an itemized list of how it can be better. And that's just using the text version of ChatGPT. I hope this helps. I hope this helps you. I know that we keep saying what AI can do and how bad it is. It's replacing jobs. Some people think it's, we're not ready for it. This stuff is here. We keep saying it's here. Well, now we got to know how to use it. And I'm starting off by making it in a conversational tone. I'm making it to where you feel comfortable just using it. And then once you start incorporating it into your daily life, into your workflows, into how you do certain things, this could be the opportunity for you to, grasp it, understand it, and be better in your community with it. Sheila Baker said she's retired. So by her being retired, she can help some of her friends that struggle with certain things. And then you can turn around and on your phone, Sheila, they say, I don't know how to do this. You can literally just press the video button, show the image of what they're struggling with, and let it walk you step by step with the instructions. And you're just having a normal conversation with it. So, Joy says, I've been declared borderline diabetes. I appreciate this. So, with that information that you just shared with us, Joyce, with you sharing that, use that and say, create a prompt for a diabetic person that is looking to do this. So you're going to type out the first way, but then say, create a prompt for this, and watch you get a better output than the output that you're actually getting. Just try it, and report your findings next week. And like I said, just have that conversation with it. Revis, you're on the road. You have it on your phone. While you're waiting on that shipping and receiving, just say, hey, I'm headed here to this next place. I'm running into this problem with my next load. Ask them, with your next load, how can I talk to who's the person that you got to call?
Dispatcher.
Yeah, ask it. My dispatcher is giving me a load that I don't really care for, or I need a load that can pay a little bit more money. Can you give me a personable tone? Say, I want you to act as a personable tone, personable and relatable tone to say, can you find me a better load that can get me to wherever the destination that you want to go to? And then say, and hit, see what the output is. And then I challenge you to turn around and take that same prompt and say, create a better prompt. Say, create a prompt for me based off of this. And watch how you'll see the differences in between the two. They're going to be similar because it's the same prompt, but it's going to be, what do you call it? An imitation, or what's the word of the day? Simulacrum. It's going to be an imitation or a copy, right? I did the word of the day. Congratulate me. Where is that? Where is that? So we're going to use a simulacrum of the same prompt, right? And we're going to say, create a prompt. And just use it this week. And I challenge you, just challenge yourself to make this work for you. And hopefully you won't be so intimidated with the tech, if that makes sense. So hopefully this tutorial was not too boring. Hopefully you guys are still hanging with me. You got some value out of it. And this is my gift to you as I close out 45 and go into the chapter of 46 on Friday. Hopefully you guys got some real value out of it. And as we go into this new chapter, we can turn around and say, yeah, we making some things work. So as a brief recap, we talked about TikTok US version is rolling out September 5th. AMC Theaters discount Tuesdays and Wednesdays. You still have to get the AMC stub ticket. Yeah, sign up for an account. You still got to do that. And we also have the articles in the description of this video. So if you want to go back and read the description, read the article for yourself, you can click on the link and you can read it for yourself. And then we also talked about AI. The simulacrum. That's what the word of the day was. Sheila Baker said, much value, much value. That's what it is. Let's see this real quick. All right, y'all, it is the brands. Come on now. Lab Tech Show, Your Live Production, Tallboy.us. Those are the brands. Come out and support us. Also, Spotify, YouTube Music. If you want to just catch it, you catch it right there on those platforms if you like to be over there. Roku and Amazon Fire, TVE Media. Come on. We out there. We in these streets, these internet streets. We out here. And then if you would like to support the show in any way, you would like to support Tallboy financially, for the content, feel free to hit us up on Cash App or PayPal. As always, think big, think tall, boy. Think big, believe in God. Think tall, the sky's the limit. And think tall, boy, because he said so and he's doing it. All right, and Tall Boy Revis and TBJ, they got what, Revis? What they got, Revis?
They got merch.
They got merch.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? TVJ in the building. What? We got merch, y'all. That's right. I got merch. Revis got merch. And Tallboy's got merch. Look, you see this QR code? It's right here on the screen. If you are watching this show, pull your phone out and scan the QR code. It'll take you right here to the website. Now look, I want you to click on all products, all right? And now look, I got bags. Ladies, I know y'all like the bags. You know what I'm saying? The large tote bags. Why don't you check it out? I'm telling you. And look, the best thing about it is it's two sides. You know what I'm saying? Look, we got other great products as well. So click on all products and check out the product offerings. Now look, my personal partner Revis, he got word of the day merch, and I know y'all like to drink y'all's coffee. Why don't you click on the don't forget to honk the horn mug and check it out. Look, I know y'all like your Folgers, or you might be bougie and like your Starbucks, but look, we got merch, y'all, so go ahead and check us out. Look, I know why don't you support Tall Boy? He been down a little bit. He be like, why don't y'all support him? Support him. I ain't gonna talk bad about him. But look, we got Lab Tech Show merch, and we would love for you to tap in, okay? So go on over there, and you know his favorite phrase, what'd he say? Stay in your lane. You know that's Tall Boy's favorite phrase. So look at that shirt right there. I know you need to tell somebody to stay in their lane. So look, I gotta go, y'all, but I do want y'all to go over to shop.tallboy.us and check out the product offerings, okay? Y'all be good. And until next time, let me know what you got and send Tallboy a picture. And I'll make sure he posts it on the screen for you. All right, y'all be good now. Shop.tallboy.us. Y'all be good. Bye-bye, y'all.
All right, guys, that's pretty much what it is. Revis, we showed I know we talked about BO briefly, but now we got this commercial, Revis, and I think I need to start promoting this a little bit more. I like this commercial, the Lab Tech Show commercial. What y'all think about this?
I'm saving his life so he can embrace tech.
Woo, look, AI ain't got nothing on my next move. I'm out.
Automation coming? Bet. Watch me make my next big play, straight up.
She held me down, so I put a ring on it and built a whole tech thing for the beach crew.
They was laughing then, but I leveled all the way up from the bottom to the top floor, for real.
I stayed in my lane, owned it, and now look. Told you I was gonna do it. We locked in with the Lab Tech Show Wednesday at 8. Question is, are you in or out?
What you think of that commercial, Revis? What you think?
I love it.
Hey, man, we
I
trying to
love it.
Hey, AI is here. We're trying to show you what it is. We're bringing it to you. Hopefully, you guys got some value out of this. Hopefully, you tell 2 or 3 people about what we're doing. As a heads up, the tech news is slowing down for the summer. There's seasons and everything that we do. So we are trying to find topics that are still interesting. And I think that because we've been talking about AI, we need to show people how it works. And there is a community coming. I don't want to put a time on it, but I would like to say when these kids go back to school between August and September, we're going to probably start a community to where it's a private community, a private paid community, to where if you would like to be a part of that, we can start having those conversations, not necessarily on AI, but there's so much more I want to share with you. But because of copyright stuff, we cannot talk about that on YouTube. And I don't want the channel to get demonetized. So please tell a few people about what we're doing. Let them know. And like I said, as we close out 45, I definitely would like to say thank you to the ones that have supported the show, supported me just through watching, sharing the content, financial, buying the merchandise. I just want to say thank you because this is something that I love. And I'm glad that I'm able to bring it to the community. And I'm glad that you guys are getting value out of it and you take it back to your communities and you sound like the subject matter expert when it comes to it. Hey, y'all, let's go to the movies. They don't need to know it's 50% off. They just know that we going to the movies. You get your boo or you know what, take your man out on a date. The guy that you looking at and hey, let me take you out today. You never know. It just might surprise them. So to the fellas, hey, 50% off. Hey, she don't need to know that it was 50% off. Reva said he just upgraded somebody. He upgraded to the movies. so I'm just saying. And then you also know about the M2 September 5th. Put that on your calendar if you are a TikTok user. So use that AI, make it work for you. You've learned a couple tips and tricks on how to make it better. Create that gym, make it your best friend, make it whatever you need it to be, your physical therapist, your marketing expert, make it whatever make it be whatever you need it to be, and you create that gym, and now you can have that conversation with it. All right. So with that being said, don't forget tomorrow, 7:00, Revis and TBJ, they're going to have a conversation, relationship show. So Revis, any final words before we get up out of here, man?
Yes, when I say happy, you say birthday. Happy birthday. I'm just saying, happy birthday, tall boy. You enjoy that new year.
Hey man, I appreciate it, man. I'm blessed because some people are not here that are very near and dear to me, and unfortunately, I can't share that with the person that I care about. But neither here nor there. I'm still here, so we're still standing, and we got another day to celebrate. So thank y'all so much. No real big plans, just taking it all in and being grateful for what we have. All right. So that's basically what it is. So with that being said, I thank y'all so much. I was looking for a sound effect, Revis, but I couldn't find it. So I'm not gonna be doing no boots on the ground. You ain't got to worry about that. Nah, I don't do that dance. But what they say?
That's suspicious.
We ain't gonna be doing that. But I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. It is the Lab Tech Show.
You already know.
Ow.
Tall boy.
Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Y'all been real.